Hello friends! In this new video we are going to tell you what we have found over the past few months about the patterns of lottery balls. A few months ago we ran a program that was supposed to identify groups of balls that constantly overlap in lottery draws. The search took about 3 months, but we really liked the results. We had to modify this video a bit because the lottery draw of February 25th became the most accurate. We bought lottery tickets several times and tested our algorithm in practice. Yesterday's lottery tickets were the most successful. We are very happy with the result. These are the tickets we bought, and these are the numbers that fell out. As you can see, the two options were almost a match. The difference is only one. So, how does the algorithm work? I will only tell you the example of the first ball. It doesn't take too much time. This is how the new graph of the first ball looks like. If we compare it with the graph I showed earlier, we will see one difference. The only difference is that in this graph we were able to divide the entire array of balls into more groups and determine the scenario of how they interact with each other. You can see that we are at this point, and our task is to see what scenario the further interaction of these groups takes place. To do this, we need to look at the history of the ball's movement and find a similar scenario. Here we see a similar motion scenario. There is another one. And the same one again. And another one. There are many such scenarios, and there are mirror ones that go in the other direction but retain their meaning and their group. That is, the next point of movement will be exactly red. For this red point and this group motion scenario, there will only be a ball number 2 or 3. Most importantly, using the scenario graph for groups, we get far fewer possible balls than previous calculation algorithm gave us. This is probably the most important achievement to date in our research. If we look at the graph for the second ball and find a similar group motion scenario in its history, we will see this scenario and be able to say that for the second ball there will only be a green dot, and the values of these balls will only be 7, 8, 9. Similarly, we looked at the rest of the graphs and scenarios, but we were a little short of tickets to make the right one and hit the jackpot. But it's only a matter of time. Our algorithm allows us to do the analysis and get the right balls. But the number of tickets, as you understand, remains high for now. We can't yet buy 5 or 10 tickets and hit the jackpot. But it will be soon, we are sure. By the way, our last algorithm we also ran for the graph of the preliminary sums. For example, if we know the possible first ball, 2, 3, and the possible second ball, 7, 8, 9, we can plot the graph of the sum of the first 2 balls. And if it shows us that the sum of the first 2 balls is only possible 10 or 12, then we immediately realize that only certain ticket options of 2, 8 or 3, 9 or 3, 7 are possible. That's what we applied when we bought the tickets yesterday, and it led to a good result. We only spent $2 to buy the tickets, and the winnings were 4 times as much. We made our investment back and even multiplied it a bit. We sometimes use such small amounts of money to test our algorithm, and if we get good results in the game, it stimulates us even more in further research of this phenomenon. There is one more good news that we want to share. We found a company in the USA from Florida that is interested in our research and now is building a website for analyzing popular lotteries using this algorithm. Everyone who is interested in this service will be able to use it as soon as it is ready. Follow our news and subscribe to our channel. I hope that soon we will congratulate many players who will win decent sum of money using this lottery analysis website. There is no random drop of balls, and this is proved by mathematics.